Malaysian Population and Family Survey with our guest Irwan Nadzif bin Mohpal, and he is the Principal Assistant Director of the Population and Family Research Division at the National Population and Family Development Board, NPFDB. Welcome to the studio, Mr. Irwan. How are you today?
Thank you, KG. Good, I'm good.
All right, an absolute pleasure to have you here today. Of course, this is something that is very interesting because this is the 6th Malaysian Population and Family Survey. Now, this is not something that we commonly hear about, but of course, we are going to know more about this today. Now, I understand that LPPKN is set to conduct a large-scale national study this year, the 6th Malaysian Population and Family Survey, which is the otherwise known as KPKM-6. Could you provide us with an overview of this survey and when will it be implemented?
Okay, thank you, KG. First of all, I would like to thank TRAXXfm for inviting me to the studio this morning. Okay, for your information, this year Kementerian Pembangunan Wanita, Keluarga dan Masyarakat through us, Lembaga Penduduk dan Pembangunan Keluarga Negara, LPPKN, will conduct a large-scale national representative survey on population and families in the country, known as you mentioned just now, the 6th Malaysian Population and Family Survey, or in Malay, Kajian Penduduk dan Keluarga Malaysia Keenam. In short, KPKM-6. The first survey in the KPKM series was conducted way back in 1974. Then the second series was in 1984. The third was in 1994. The fourth was in 2004, and the latest was in 2014. In this coming 2024 KPKM-6, which will officially start its data collection process from 15 July to 31st December this year, a total of 37,550 houses throughout the country will be visited during the period. Any individual who meet our criteria will be interviewed, mostly through face-to-face mode of interview. Other face-to-face mode of interview, we also offer phone interview, and also the self-answered form to the respondent. And applicant has commissioned a market research company called Ipsos Berhad to carry out the interviewing process. And currently, KG, applicant is actually promoting the KPKM-6 through media and also through the state government briefings. We hope that these strategies will help us in tackling issues of refusal among the respondents, and also to increase cooperation among the community leaders. Based on our previous survey pretest conducted from March to June, recent June 2024, almost 30% of the respondents refused to be interviewed. We hope the refusal rate from the respondent will be reduced during the actual data collection later, which will start from 15 July and on 31st December this year.
All right, so every 10 years since 1974, you've been conducting this survey, of course, and I understand 30% of them, they refuse. Maybe they are afraid, right? A lot of scams are currently going on, and it's been quite some time since we had people actually coming over from the government to interview us in our very homes. Now, let's talk about the main objective, Irwan. What is the main objective of KPKM-6? Why is it so important for LPPKN to conduct this survey?
Okay, KG. The main objective of this survey, KPKM-6, is to provide the latest and time-series data on population, family, and also reproductive health for the country. In advising the government in these three important areas, LPPKN needs comprehensive and up-to-date data. And KPKM-6, KPKM data since 1974 is our main references, other than our other survey or studies such as the Malaysian Family Wellbeing Index study and also National Population Strategic Plan study. Among the policies under the ministry or KPWKM, which integrates KPKM data during the policy formulation, are the National Family Policy in 2011 and also the National Reproductive Health and Social Education Policy and Plan of Action in 2009. Most of the LPPKN programs, module, and also services on family and reproductive health are also guided by the previous KPKM finding. Other than that, KG, for your info, We other than that, providing input during the policy formulation and also program development. KPKM data significantly contribute in assessing the effectiveness of the current country's policy and also programs, especially on population, family and reproductive health. And KPKM-6 data will continue to serve the purpose. For international comparison purposes, we hope that this coming KPKM-6 will be able to provide up to 7 SDG indicators, Sustainable Development Goal indicators for the country, as compared to only 2 SDG indicators measured in the previous KPKM series.
All right, so a lot of work to be done for KPKM 6, but starting in about 5 days and all the way till the end of the year. But right now, Irwan, what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break and we're going to be right back. And of course, today we are talking about the 6th Malaysian Population and Family Survey, due to start 5 days from now on the 15th of July. With us today is Irwan Nadzif, who's the Principal Assistant Director with the National Population and Family Development Board. Board's Population and Family Research Division. We will be right back. Welcome back to What Matters. The 6th Malaysian Population and Family Survey is the topic that is on the board today, with Irwan Nadzif bin Mohpal, who's the Principal Assistant Director, Population and Family Research Division, National Population and Family Development Board. Right, Mr. Irwan, it has been 10 years since the last survey. What are the differences between 10 years ago and now, and how has technology affected that you are doing data retrieval as well as analysis?
Thank you, KG. In making sure our data is later being accurate, reliable and also trustable, we have introduced several initiatives which must be complied by all of the interviewers, which are audio recording. It means for every interview session, we will record the audio recording, audio conversation between the interviewer and also the respondent.
All right.
Also, we track all the GPS tracking for the interviewer,
to make sure that they are there.
Sure they go to the right selected address. And also we apply the social media monitoring. For instance, we would like to track any viral element happen in related to our data collection process.
All right, so those are some things that are different compared to 10 years ago. I mean, 10 years ago we didn't have much of this, right? Especially social media wasn't that available. Now, of course, earlier when we started, you said that the respondents are chosen. Now, can you share the criteria of respondents as well as the scope of questions that will be asked during the interview session?
Okay, there are 5 categories of survey respondents, which are ever married women aged 15 to 59, ever married men aged 15 to 59 as well, never married adolescent aged 13 to 24, elderly aged 60 years and above, and also never married adults aged 25 to 59. Any individual that falls in those categories is eligible to be interviewed in this way. At the end of this data collection period, by December this year, we hope that we can successfully interview about 10,000 ever married women respondent, 6,000 ever married men respondent, 8,000 never married adolescent, and 6,000 and 3,000 for elderly and never married adult, respectively. About the scope, among the questions included in these interviews are employment and income, savings and also credits, marital history, family planning use, pregnancy history, fertility, intention and subtlety problem, reproductive health, which very much in line with our function at the LPPKN, sexual and social activities, family life and interaction, family social support, elderly care, and also physical, psychological and sexual violence experience. These are the core scopes included in the questionnaire, and there are a few others. For instance, in the pregnancy history section, KG, we ask about the outcome of each of the pregnancy, and also in the family life section, we ask about family decision making in the family, communication among the family members, roles of husband and wife in main household chores, and many more others. About 10 experts from local universities and also industries in the country help us in developing and validating all the survey questions. And most of the previous KPKM question were maintained to allow for a time series comparison.
All right. So, of course, now is the time of, a lot of scams currently going on. A lot of people are doing a lot of different things. And it has been 10 years since the last survey as per such. How would one identify a genuine interviewer appointed for this survey?
Yes, I do agree that we nowadays there are many scammers. So as I mentioned earlier, LPPKN has commissioned Ipsos dan Berhad to carry out our data collection process. The genuine interviewers should wear a light brown color vest, a black cap and lanyard with LPPKN and Ipsos logos. At all time, they will also wearing their identification card, and also they all equipped with an official letters from LPPKN. And during the face-to-face interview, KG, the interviewers will ask questions using their tablet, not using mobile phone, only allowed to use a tablet. When it comes to sensitive question, the interviewers will hand over the tablet to the respondent to allow them to fill it out at their own. The average time for each of the interview is between 40 to 50 minutes, and at the end of the interview, they will give a small token of appreciation to the respondent. I forgot to mention that before any interviewing process gets started, the interviewer will ask the respondent to read the respondent's privacy policy from their tablet and give their consent, and respondent need to give their consent to proceed with the interview. Basically, the respondent's privacy policy will contain information on our vendor company details, which is Ipsos dan Berhad, what data will be collected from the respondent, who will have access to the data, and also how the data are going to be stored and secured. I hope this will help the public to identify the right interviewer for this survey project later.
So they're easily identifiable, brown vest, black hat, lanyard, and everything. So, and also the consent form is something that must be there. And of course, this is something that's very, very important, especially for our people out there, because this also targets rural areas as well, right?
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure that, if your parents call you up and, hey, there are people here from this particular department, they are here to ask for questions, then if you're currently listening, and then you can definitely tell your parents or the elderly people, hey, this thing is happening, right? Because there is a particular segment which is 60 and above.
Yes.
Right. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to take another short break, Mr. Irwan. We'll be right back. For our listeners out there, we're talking about the 6th Malaysian Population and Family Survey, starting on the 15th of July all the way till the 31st of December this year. We will be right back after this song. The Malaysian Population and Family Survey interview that's currently going on What Matters. You're listening to Tracks. With us is Irwan Nadzif, who's the Principal Assistant Director, Population and Family Research Division, National Population and Family Development Board, NPFDB. All right. So, Irwan, it's certainly not easy to make this a large-scale national survey a success. What is your advice to the public out there? What should they be doing?
Okay, thank you, KJ. On 11th of July 2024, which is tomorrow, we have a special launching event for KPKM-6 in conjunction with the 2024 World Population Day celebration at the ASEAN International Exhibition Centre, AIAC, Kuala Lumpur, which will be officiated by Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Hajah Nancy Shukri, our Menteri Pembangunan Wanita, Keluarga dan Masyarakat. And it is expected about 200 people will attend the event. The team chosen by the UNFPA for the 2024 World Population Day, which is the power of inclusive data toward a resilient and equitable future for all, is very much in line with the implementation of this KPKM-6 survey. We hope that we can get a full support and cooperation from the public, especially to those selected as our respondent. Your information is very valuable in drafting population and family related policies and also programs in the country. All the information provided by the respondents are confidential and subject to the Personal Data and Personal Data Protection Act, PDPA 2010. For more information on this KPKM-6, please visit our own website, LPPKN website at www.lppkn.gov.my, or the dedicated portal for this KPKM-6 at kpkm6.lppkn.gov.my.
All right. Okay, so that comes to the end of our interview for today. But before we end, anything else that you would like to add for our listeners?
Okay, thank you, KJ. I would like to encourage full support and cooperation from the targeted respondent. Do not afraid to share your information with us when you can 100% sure that the interviewers coming to your house are genuine from our vendor, Ipsos. If there is anything bad incident happen during the interviews, please report to us at LPPKN. Thank you.
Okay, right. So you will definitely know that they're genuine. There's no payment involved with any of this. Then you will even get a token of appreciation for providing such information to this department. And of course, the 6 Malaysian Population and Family Survey is due to start on the 15th of July with their launch tomorrow. So please, if you are involved, please give them the most of your support as you can. All right, with that, thank you so much, Mr. Irwan, and I hope you have a good day. With that, we end for today. We spoke about the 6 Malaysian Population and Family Survey right here on What Matters. We're done.